Hey, Mama.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, good. So we're back again. Today is February the 3rd. And so yesterday we told you guys that we were going to continue talking to Mama, asking her questions. And I wanted to go back and talking about your mother. So if you want to hear what we talked about yesterday about her father, you can go back and watch yesterday's post. All right. I mentioned that your mama was an entrepreneur, that every season she did something to make ends meet. And I remember you talking about a place called the Greasy Pig.
Right.
Okay, so tell us about the Greasy Pig and what y'all did there.
Well, Greasy Pig is where my mother would go down. She sold down there. The train would go by, and she sold down there. She baked that good old ice cream. She sell that good old ice cream, and this all the fish in the tray to bring the fish, and she would clean the fish and cut it up. And she had the wash pot, and she had it greased in the wash pot, and she would drop that fish in that hot grease, and you could just smell it everywhere. And the folk come running to get the salmon from that hot pot.
Okay, so your mama, this place was down there where the depot was, the railroad depot.
Right.
And so she would order the fish, and when the fish came in, y'all would clean the fish, and then you would sell it, and you cooked it in a black wash pot.
Right.
Okay, and so once the fish got done, it would float to the top.
Yes.
And you guys would make sandwiches and sell them. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you said another thing she did was make ice cream.
Right.
Okay, so back then, y'all wouldn't have had the electrical ice cream makers, right?
No, we didn't have it. We had to turn it.
Okay, you had to turn it. Okay, so who all was involved in that? Was that you and your siblings, your brothers and sisters, or what?
Yeah, my brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. And, all right, and so they would have music and everything down there?
Yeah, sometimes they would have the music.
What days would y'all do that?
I said Friday and Saturday. They would be the best days.
Okay. And I imagine that's because that's the weekend. People had gotten paid, and it was something that they did, because back then it wasn't much to do. And I remember you telling us is that that was one of the things that people used to look forward to, is going down to meet the train.
Right.
Right. All right. And so we are going to go ahead and segue. One of the things we're going to talk about too, and we'll talk about it today because we have a lot to cover this month, was the way that your mama used to make y'all clothes.
Well, just like we get the butt lines and all the big sacks and everything, and Mama would wash them sacks out, and then she would dye them. And Mama was a good sister. Mm-hmm. She would make our dresses to wear to school, and she made the boys' pants to wear to school. We were poor folk. We didn't have all of that. Mm-hmm. And she would sit out and sew and everything. We had a great time. We would run around there and play.
So just to reiterate, is that you said that your clothes were made from like sacks that the flour came in. So for the young people watching, we know today when you go to the grocery store, most of the flour comes in paper. But back then, and I can still remember that, I'm 61, is that the flour came in like these cloth bags. And then you said they also had fertilizer bags and different bags. So basically, if something came and it was in a cloth, they didn't throw that out.
No.
They would wash it and bleach it, and then your mama would cut clothes out of it.
Right.
To make you and your sister's dresses and make the boys' pants.
Pants, right.
Right, because you didn't go to the store to buy the clothes.
No, we didn't have no money to go to the store to buy the clothes.
Right, so you guys were very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things too, I was talking to some kids. I had to work today. So I was talking to the kids about, I was reading Aunt Irene's book. Aunt Irene was Mama's sister. She was the baby of your family. Yeah. And she wrote a book. And one of the things she was talking about was some of the things that y'all trapped and you sold and you ate. Now, this may freak a lot of people out, but one of the things that they trapped was possums.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
They would trap possums to eat, and they would trap possums to sell. And back then, you ate what you needed to eat to survive. So I know a lot of you are saying, well, I wouldn't eat this and I wouldn't eat that. Let me tell you something. When it comes down to surviving, you don't know what you would do.
Right.
Okay? So these were times that, and really, it probably didn't seem any tough because everybody was going through the same thing, right?
Same thing.
Right. And one of the conversations that I'm going to have with Mama, which is going to be on another segment, is that we're going to talk about the Great Depression, how old she was, and what that was like. And I can promise you, you will be surprised. So we don't want to make today's too long because we want to keep these kind of short so that you guys can go through them and process them. And so today, Mama is cutting up some collard greens. Show me your greens, Mama. Oh, she's cutting them. But this is what
That's the green.
I just got in. So she cut this many up. Okay. She got a knife. So I'm rolling them out for her. But my brother John came and bought her some greens. I actually saw it on the security cameras. I was at work and I saw him when he bought them. So I knew she was going to be working, and she's put up soup and all of that while I've been gone. But anyway, this is the segment for today. And we're going to ask that you like, comment, and share this video. And also, as a special little segue, we love when people share our content. Right, Mama?
Right.
We're just going to ask that the big content creators, please, when you share our videos, don't remove our watermark.
Yeah.
We want people to be able to find us. And we also work hard to put our content together. So we know that you're doing that and that you're making money off of us. So if you would, please don't do that. All right. So that's all. That was a little housekeeping there. So it only goes to those that apply. Again, we say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We love y'all. Thank
Love
y'all for
ya.
following us.